Everybody or somebody. I don't know who's there really. I just never know. I'm just talking into the air. It's kind of funny. So I'm going to channel, and we'll just see what comes through. I always like to say hi to you guys in the beginning, but I don't really have anything to say, so I'm just gonna. It appears often as if you are doing a full circle of life. Sometimes this has occurred to you as if you begin knowing many things, being confident and sure and connected to the universe and being a loving, caring, kind creature. That is how you begin your time there. Now, what we mean by full circle is in the middle. You're not that kind any longer. You're not that clear. You're not so connected and loving as you were at the very beginning. But that's the natural progress of humanity, you see. It's nothing to get hung up about. There are no loving, caring, trusting human beings in the middle. That's ridiculous. Because you are, you see, bouncing about together. So how's it? It is almost impossible, almost we'll say, for you to maintain anything than what the others are creating, which is this amount of fear, worry, sadness, all of that. So you get far away from your beginning self. We will call it your beginning self. You get far away from it because you're all spending time together. At the beginning, there was only you, of course, and the universe of love. So that's why you were highly influenced by that. Now you're hanging around with the other humans. So, of course, you'll all end up the same. How else could that be? Unless you're off by yourself, living in some secluded place. But you're not. Because you came to bounce about together. Now, when you make such a statement as, I want to be human, go bounce around with the other humans and see what we can sort out, then of course you're going to influence one another. That's what you wished for. That's what you all wished for. That's why you're not hiding in little secluded huts somewhere. You want to see what's up. You want to see what trouble you can get into together. Isn't that a delightful idea? It is. When you get your ego out of the way, you can totally understand what we're speaking of. You came to have a little bit of fun. Nothing wrong with that. It's the ideal of all of you. Now, that's sort of in the middle. Now we're going to get back to the full circle, which you've been waiting to hear about because you don't like to hear about your human self. You're quite judgmental of it. You say, I should know better, I'm smarter, I should have this. What ridiculous notions are these? When you knew, well, before you came here, it's going to be a bit of a mess. And great fun. That's the fun thing about the human body. You can skip and dance and all of that. Climb up poles and walk across high wires. All of that. What fun to have a human body. Right? You forget sometimes that you wish to have a human body. Just because it gets bounced around and is sore, sometimes you think, oh, I wish I didn't have a body, but it is untrue. You want to have a human body, no matter what. So, why don't you ease up a little bit on yourself? Why must you think you are different than all of the other human beings that have ever come into creation? Why would you be different? You're not. We're the same, you see? We want to all bounce around together. So why don't you ease up a little bit? All right, then. Enough of that middle. You don't like to stay there. You want us to move on to the sweet ending, the full circle, because you understand we're going somewhere with this. So, we're going to a place where you settle into yourself. You finally say, well, I'm a little bruised and battered, but really, my soul is intact. My energy is the exact same as when I came into being. So really, I haven't gotten into too much trouble at all, as long as my energy, my connection to the universe is intact. What else? Because the body only lasts for so long. You've seen the bodies being removed. They come in, they go out. They come in, they go out. They can't last forever, those things. But you last forever. This you know. And this is what we mean by full circle. Finally, you figure out, oh, I'm just supposed to have fun with that body. And the energy never really changes because it's eternal. So what am I worrying about anyway? What's all the big deals about? Then you settle into it, you see. Then you sit around with that little smile on your face, and the others are wondering what you're up to exactly, as if you're planning something, like a surprise party or something. Got that little smirk on your face. It's only because you've come full circle. You figured out you're the same. After all of that business in the middle, you're still the same. You didn't change at all. You're still your basic, loving, trusting self. That's amazing when you think of it, is it not? Because you put a lot of energy into the middle, didn't you? And now you're the same as the time when you took your very first breath. A precious human being, full of love energy. There you are. There you are. So you've come full circle. That's a beautiful place for you to reside. Of course you may live there. You may live in love. Why not? Why not? You are eternal energy after all. So why not sit in it? Why don't you sit in it? Don't be so afraid of it. It's your truest self. You have nothing to fear from the energy. You have nothing to fear from the universe of love. So, sit in it. You've come full circle after all. You've done a few little dances in the middle. So, settle down. Enjoy where you are. And just be. There is much love here for you. Namaste. Oh my God, it's another sweet one. Oh, the universe sure loves us, and I like when they remind me that I'm pure love too.